Welcome back to the Gabster channel. My name is Gabby. I would like to say that I was very pleased with the last video response. So many of you have commented on my 10 songs that are very well recorded, and the 10 songs mushroomed into over 100 songs there. And so I would like to, in this episode, talk about what you guys suggested. If we collectively put our efforts together, I think we can diversify our mind and open up to different parts of the world and listen to and discover music that we usually wouldn't have listened to otherwise. So I'm going to talk in this episode about suggest 5 songs that are from different parts of the world, songs that you probably not all of you have heard. And it's just going to be a little sampler. 5 is very little drop in the bucket. There's so many countries out there, and I would like to hear from all of you. I would like you, if you could comment, give me just a couple, 2-3 songs that are easily available that we can maybe get on Tidal or Qobuz or even Spotify, and that we can actually easily get access to. The first song is Spirit Bird by Xavier Rudd. He's an Australian, and his First Nation. He really believes in humanitarian rights and peace. His songs are very spiritual. It's got beautiful sounding, very well recorded, and I really truly like his style, and it's something to experiment, and he's got other songs as well, so feel free to check them out. And next we have Different Pulses by Asaf Avidan, and he's from the Middle East, and his voice is not what you'd expect to hear. So he's got this very unique voice and kind of mesmerizing. The songs are also very well recorded, and it's something to discover as well. There's so many other songs by that you can also experiment with. Check out his other albums, and feel free to discover some different genre of music. Third one, we have Motherless Child, Etta Cameron. She's no longer with us, but she's from the Bahamas, and her voice is like, oh my God. And the way this song is recorded is like, you could feel like when her tongue, the saliva, you could actually hear every little detail the way she's singing. And on a very good revealing system, you could hear all these small little details. It's mostly her voice, but there's little instruments here and there, little splash, little cymbal, and the quality of those instruments are really important to let you define your system. Number 4, this one I might need some help with the pronunciation. This is Sangen om Fyret ved Torneum, and it's by Kari Bremnes. And she is Norwegian, and it's a really good song. The voice, amazing voice, and the whole orchestra and the music is really well recorded, and it's something to discover, even if you don't understand the lyrics. It's good to listen to. The last one is Die Tangerine, and it's by Ulla Mineke, and this is German, and it's a song actually suggested by one of my listener, Norbert. Guessing that's his name. I'm going by the YouTube aliases here, and it's a song that being used to test equipment to really, it's a very well recorded song, and it's going to help you as well in your audiophile journey, but it's also a beautiful song to listen to. So like I said before, this 5 song is nothing for the world. So this is what I would like you guys to get involved and start giving me at least 1 or 2 songs that you think they're very well recorded from your country, because I would like to experiment, and I think we all could, some of us would like to experiment and listen to some different parts of the world's music. The next part is I'm going to talk about what you, the listeners, have suggested. So I may not be able to get all of your comments in here because it's quite a lot. So please excuse me if I didn't get to you, but I'm going to do a few in this video. I'm going to do probably a couple more videos and try to include as many of you as I can. Some of the music I could not source here in Canada in my Tidal account or Spotify, but try to, if you are suggesting music, try to have it somewhat available on some of the big platforms like Tidal, Qbuzz, and stuff like that. Well, let's start. First one is from Tri-Fidelity Audio, and by the way, I like your channel. It's got some good stuff going on there. So suggested After Midnight by Honey Boel, and unbelievable song. I really love the voice here. Also, How Can You Mend a Broken Heart is also a great song by Honey Boel, and so many others, not limited to those. Next one is by Reviews and Repairs, also a great channel there, and suggested quite a few songs. Planet Dada by Yellow. If you guys have never heard Yellow, it's something you have to listen to that band. The quality of the recording is pretty good. It's really quite, it opens up your system a lot. Most of it is synthesized music, but some of it isn't. But nevertheless, it's still an experience. You have to try that. Also, Electrified also is another great one. And there's so many others like Oh, and there's quite a few of them actually. Something to discover. And we're going to move on to Tavo McDouglas. And he mentioned Killing in the Name. And that's, of course, Rage Against the Machine. And this is a pretty well-known song. It's a really, really good one to listen to. Next, I've got Quant 2011. That's his alias he goes by to from YouTube. And he mentioned Human Behavior by Bjork. And also mentions Rakim, Dead Can Dance. And Yesterday by Tom Jones. There's quite a diversity here, and they're all great songs to listen to. And then we have the 123 Neil suggested So Lonely by the Police. That will get you rocking. And Down to Zero by Joan Armstrong. And so, yeah, these are pretty good ones as well. Like I said, what you might find is great, some others may not, and but if we pull all together, we're going to pull out some really good, interesting songs from all this. And moving on, RX7 Dude mentions Keys Don't Go by Nils Lofgren, and this is a classic, and if you, for some reason, never heard that song, you have to listen to it. It's a pretty well-known song, but if you've never listened to it, it's really, it's a joy to listen to on a beautiful system, on any system actually. And the guitar in there is very natural. It's like, wow, it's like a really cool, good guitar. It's so, you can really feel the notes. Gary Izard, and plus also BB Photo, they both mention Everything is Free by Gillian Welch. Everything is Free by Gillian Welch. Really amazing song. I cannot say more than that. You have to listen to that one. Basically, all these suggestions are really, really great. And we're going to move on again. Lindy Toft suggested More Than Words by The Extreme. A really great song. I listened to it, and it's really, really nice one to listen to. Crazy Praying Mantis suggested Cotton Fields by Harry Belafonte, and great vocals, and the bass is like really deep and really nice bass. You can check out also the rest of the album is also cool as well. Walk on the Wild Side by Lou Reed, which some of us are quite familiar with this one. And Naked Eye by The Who, also a great song that will get you going. And really good suggestions there. Why Tab or YouTube or Save 307, wherever you can say that, suggested What a Wonderful World by Eva Cassidy. I did mention Eva Cassidy in my previous video. If you guys never listened to Eva Cassidy, you really have to listen to it. Her voice is second to none. Unfortunately, she's no longer with us, but her voice is still with us. Many Toucans suggested Triste Bahia by Caetano Veloso, and really good one. It really opens up our minds to a different culture and a different music, and it's nice to hear different style of music. Peter Lorenzo mentioned from the album Bless Its Pointed Little Head. I would suggest to check out the entire album, is really good. We'll mention Somebody to Love is a really great song by Jefferson Airplane, and it's really good one. Ang JDS suggested Take 5 by Dave Brubeck, and this is also a great song. Some of us have heard, and maybe some of them haven't. And last one on the list here is from Asphalt Hedgehog, suggested The Shape of My Heart by Sting. It's a quite known song, but Sting has some really interesting voice that really carries on almost any system. So that's it for this set. I'm going to be doing another video. I'm going to carry on with some more comments and some more suggestions. I'm hoping to cover all of you guys. So if you haven't seen your name, your alias come up here, I will eventually try to get to everyone. And like I said, please comment below and tell me what you think. What's a great, very well recorded song from your country? And if you guys haven't seen the first video about the first 10 songs I suggested, I'll put the link about them here somewhere. And if you've never seen my videos about building those beautiful speakers behind me, I'll put a link up in here as well. Take care, and we'll see you again.